I'm Mickey Six, Scenes with the Underground, and we're here with Infernal Awakening. What's happening, guys?
How's it going?
Alright. First off, what are your names? What do you guys do in the band?
Obsidian, bass.
I'm a Tempest and I do guitar and vocals.
I'm Nibiru, the drummer.
Nice. How long you guys been together?
Technically we've been together since April 30th of 2011, but it took about a year to get things rolling, so since about that time in 2012. So,
2 years ago.
yeah.
And is this the original, the original lineup, the original members, the four of you guys?
No, the original lineup is the reason why it took a year to get it going, yeah.
One of those stories.
Yeah.
So how long has this incarnation of IA been together? Can I say IA? Is that okay?
Yeah.
Okay.
Amdusius joined July of 2012.
Oh wow, so fairly new.
Yeah.
You guys sound great. What I heard both times at the Bandit was amazing. The first time I saw you guys was with Psychosomatic, and I gotta say, not to sound like, you know, one of those guys, but you gave me some chills, man. You're talking about eating the dead or the living coming back from the dead.
Yeah.
And your skulls up there and shit. It was spooky. It was good. It was really cool. It was like, I mean, I hadn't seen. I've never seen a black metal band before live. I've seen a lot. I've never really experienced it at all. Couldn't really think about it. So to see you guys and actually hear you guys, for one, the music just totally blew me away. The stage performance or your stage presence in general was really, really badass. And then the added stuff was really cool to see up there on stage. It was unique, it was different. So how did that all come about with the skull calls, the cow skulls and whatnot?
There's a little story behind that. We actually knew these people lived down the street. We didn't really know them, but
We knew of them.
we knew of them. And one night, rode out like bandits. And, it was a 2-night process because the first time we didn't have wire cutters and they were on their front yard by wire. So we went back the second night and got them and actually did up the blood.
Nice.
That's real blood on that one.
It looks like shit, but it's actual blood.
What was that one?
That's fake blood.
That's cool. Oh, what a difference, huh?
Yeah.
That's cool. So, being black metal, can you explain what that means to, like, is it... Alright, well, what is black metal, I guess, is the question. Like,
Black metal is it's just a subgenre of of extreme metal that involves more than any other genre atmosphere.
so it's not like death, it's not like thrash, it's like a combination of all of them?
It's like imagine death metal, but instead of feeling you're about to get your entrails ripped out, you're being sacrificed in the woods somewhere.
Okay, that
Or-
sounds good.
Something along those lines.
So would you consider it satanic, perhaps? Or
Most-
demonic?
Most of the time, yeah. I think to involve satanic imagery or satanic lyrics is not necessarily. It's not necessarily what every black metal band has to do, but it is a big part for many bands, including us.
So the spikes and the face paint, that's all black metal culture? Is that...
A lot of it is. It's mainly from the Norwegian black metal bands that started doing that, and it's more for nostalgia, and then also the what it represents is important to our lyrical themes as well.
Yeah. Which would be...
Liberation, mainly, and I use that term very liberally. It's a lot different from what other people would consider liberation.
That's cool. That's pretty good. That's in depth. This is my first black metal experience, so I saw you guys again. I mean, I've seen stuff on TV and whatnot, but shit, I just forgot the question. Oh, what are your guys' influences as far as maybe not necessarily? What are your black metal influences, and what are your outside influences of the genre? You know what I mean? Like what makes you guys who you are individually? What else makes you guys, you know, Infernal Awakening?
Yeah. Well, I think on a personal basis, each of us are very, very open. I mean, we listen to everything from Delta blues to classic rock to black metal.
Frank Zappa.
Wow.
But as in terms of musical influences of Infernal Awakening, I'd probably have to narrow it down to. I mean, I could go on forever, but I mean, I'd have to narrow it down to bands like Katakangren, Mayhem, Dark Funeral, Ceremonial Castings. That's
Say
about
the
right.
names of.
That's cool. Is there a lot of black metal in Tucson?
Definitely not.
No. There's only like 4 bands, and none of them really play in Tucson. Well, I think it's hard for any band to get a show in Tucson, period, let alone a black metal band.
Yeah. Is you think it's because you guys are a black metal band, nobody will book you guys, or is it just?
Well, it's a combination of things. It's a combination of the fact that it's hard already to get a show in Tucson, just because like the scene is really. I mean, a year ago it was you could get a show any night of the week.
Right.
Now it's like no one's putting on shows with The Rock. It's hard to get a show at Scrappy's. You know, we've played the Bashful Bandit more times than we have anywhere else in Tucson.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
All right, so there's as far as underground music's concerned, when I first saw you guys, I explained to him and some of our other associates that you guys were like underground from the underground, because like I was talking to one of the guys from Cascabirth, and I was asking about the genre and how we've been doing this magazine for about 7 months, all right? About 6-7 months, and we haven't seen a whole lot of extreme type metal. I mean, there's your, okay, let me phrase it. There's your heavier stuff like God Hunter, that kind of scene. Stuff that I play the Southwest Terror Fest. That is more that you hear about more. Does that make sense? That's more advertised, I guess. That's more frequent. And then there's you guys, and like I said, the first time I've seen you guys was with Psychosomatic.
Cascabirth was there too.
Yeah, Cascabirth was there too. I missed him, unfortunately. And after talking to him, I realized like, there's quite a bit of you guys' bands around, but there's not much of a scene. So, do you guys all band together at times and maybe do like a fest or something?
I've been wanting to do that for a while. Just the main problem is finding a venue. Like I have a friend out of Phoenix who's a promoter who wants to bring shows to Tucson, and we literally called every single dive bar, every single venue, every single place with just a stage, and it was all. It wasn't good work.
That sucks.
You know, like I've actually Psychosomatic messaged me on Facebook and asked me to help them get a show here for their next tour in April, and it's just there's nowhere, nowhere to have it.
It's too bad. Well, what's next for the band as far as recording and whatnot? What's your future holding?
We finished our demo a while ago. We're working on our EP, which will be released soon. But before that, we're going to release a single that we recorded 2 months ago, 3 months ago.
4 months ago.
I don't know.
Somewhere in there.
Yeah, we haven't released it yet, but it's done.
7 months ago.
Yeah, and
Can you say the name of it, or is it?
yeah, it's the song Baphomet of Mendez. That's the single we'll be releasing, and while we're advertising that, we're going to be working on our EP.
Right on. When will the EP drop?
Whenever,
Or guesstimate.
Hopefully within this year.
hopefully within the year. By the summer, I'm hoping.
If all goes well.
What about plans for tour? Have you guys ever thought about leaving the city, maybe even the state? Check it out.
We've left the city a bunch of times. The state, that's it's transportation.
Yeah.
That's the main issue, you know. But it's definitely.
Get him. Oh, sorry. My bad.
When you left the city, obviously to Phoenix a few times, service and whatnot.
Yeah.
How are the scenes over there compared to here? Are the fans there to here in comparison?
We played Sierra Vista 3 times. The first time went incredible. It was packed. There was a lot of people there. Everyone was having a good time. The last 2 times we played there, it was terrible. The venue didn't even know the show was going on. Phoenix, Phoenix is cool because there's a lot of metal bands up there, a lot of metal bands like us. The only problem is there's hardly ever a crowd because in Phoenix there's a metal show going on every single night. So people get, a little tired of that for a while.
What do you
You
think?
can't be two places at once.
Yeah.
Clone yourselves, right? What do you think could be done here to make more awareness as far as what you guys do and your genre of music to make it more, I don't want to say mainstream, but get it out more to the masses, I guess?
People would like to hear it.
Yeah, because you guys are good at what you do. That's coming from my trained ear. I'm just kidding. But you guys are good. It was very entertaining. The music was good. So how can we get more of that out to them? You know what I mean?
More shows,
Yeah.
more venues to have shows.
Less
Because-
sketchy promoters.
Yeah.
Do you guys, would you guys ever play with punk bands? Would you mix the genres up?
Yeah,
Oh yeah,
I
of
mean,
course.
yeah.
We're open to play with really, any kind of band. But
That's cool.
how the battle of the bands that we're in right now was mostly punk bands.
yeah,
Yeah. That was actually my next subject was, let's talk about that. What was it called? The King of the Stage.
Yeah.
You guys took rounds 1 and 2. Are you in rounds 1 and 2 still? Or you've progressed from rounds 1 and 2, excuse me. And now you're going into round 3. Is this the final round?
We finished round 3 last Saturday.
Oh.
Round 4 is the 16th.
And this is the final.
This is the final.
So who else is in there with you guys? There's you guys.
Us, Hillbilly Bo, Chicano Brown, and Race to the Bottom.
That's cool. So if you guys don't win, who do you hope wins?
I have to say musically the most musically inclined would have to be Race to the Bottom. But as far as attitude goes and kind of originality, what they're kind of judging on, I'd have to say Italy Bo for sure.
That's definitely a different mix of characters there. I see those guys once through a trip. So how's the experience been with the King of the Stage? Has it been fun? Have you guys had
Oh yeah, it's been
a good
great.
time doing it?
Great every time. There's everyone seems to be liking the music. Everyone's having a good time.
There's no bullshit.
There's no bullshit. Yeah, everyone's there to see a show.
When I saw you guys, not last weekend, but the one before that, it seems you guys had the highest applause, you had the biggest audience.
That surprised us all. It's like
Yeah.
we went up to the stage and everyone rushed the stage.
Yeah, you definitely had the most action going on, and it was...
It was weird because I didn't recognize any of the people there either. A lot of times people will take every single friend they have and but it was a really nice experience.
That's cool. Yeah, it was fun. It was really fun. So what are some other bands that you guys played with here in town, other than the ones that we just said and Casper?
We also at that Casper show, Awaken the End was there. Tucson shows. The only Tucson shows we had have been at the Bashful Bandit, and we played The Rock before this lineup was settled, so I wouldn't really say that was something to talk about. But in the King of the Stage, you had a bunch of great bands that were also in it before. Cold Charlie, Zero Defects were in it, Dead Chiefs.
Jeez.
There was a bunch of good bands. Then also we played with a bunch of bands up in Phoenix a couple times. Fran DeMork, who's like an atmospheric black metal band. They were pretty cool. We played with Hell Defined, We Are Nemesis, Scoville, and Sierra Vista. We've played with At War with the Inferior. Yeah.
That's a good resume.
We've opened for quite a few out of town bands. We've opened for Psychosomatic twice.
Nice.
We opened for Hammer Fight. We opened Desecrate, Batnet Viscar. That was it.
New Hampshire.
The label, you guys are still signed with, what does it go by now?
It's a
Dead
dying
Woman?
breed.
A dying breed.
Yeah. It's I don't know. It's free promotion. It's whatever. We're not really taking it too seriously right now. Obviously, can't really. We're hoping to get some larger label attention soon.
Alright.
But yeah,
So dying breed, that's, So it's Edward.
Yeah, Kyle.
Kyle,
He's going
yeah.
by Edward now.
How do you guys like working with him as far as the label
I don't know.
experience?
It's
is
just
concerned?
it's weird.
There's
He's
a guy sitting on his computer.
Promoted
Yeah.
somewhat.
it'll just be like when we have a show, he'll see that we posted it and just post it on the label Facebook page. So
That's so funny.
60 other people who are already our fans can see it.
Right on. That's cool.
Yeah.
So have you guys shop labels? Or you like, I mean, obviously currently looking.
Yeah, I sent some demos in a couple times, but we're gonna wait until this single gets released in the EP to start actually aggressively going after labels.
Yeah. Well, you guys know this interview. This is your interview as well as ours, so you're free to use it for your press kit and whatnot. So keep that in mind when you're sending stuff out. Yeah, I guess that's all we have right now. Check these guys out March 16th at the Bashful Manor for the King of the Stage. My prediction is they're going to take it home. I could be wrong, so if you want to bet, let's talk. Anyways, this is Infernal Awakening. Thank you guys for having us. It was a pleasure talking to you guys. And we will definitely see you and be cheering for you guys on the 16th.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.